A new label will be introduced from the end of next year for non-alcoholic pre-packaged drinks, so buyers can see how healthy or unhealthy they are. Now, drinks with the highest sugar and saturated fat will have to carry the label and will face an advertising ban.
The labeling will ultimately be extended to freshly prepared drinks like bubble tea sold at large chains. It's all part of Singapore's war on diabetes.
Pre-packaged drinks make up the largest single contributor of sugar in Singaporeans' diet. The Health Promotion Board has come up with a nutrient summary label to help consumers make a more informed decision when buying.
The new regulations will be published at the end of 2020, coming into effect a year later. If manufacturers start today, they will have almost 2 years to reformulate their products in line with these regulations and avoid being in groups, grade C or D, where they have to compulsorily put up the label. The HPB will continue to support industry reformulation efforts through initiatives such as the Healthier Ingredient Development Scheme.
Called Nutri-Grade, the label has 4 bands, A, B, C and D, with A being the lowest sugar and saturated fat threshold and D being the highest. Drinks graded D will be banned from advertising across all platforms. About 7 in 10 of pre-packaged drinks sold here would be affected by mandatory labeling. A 2-step process determines the final grade of the drink. Step 1 looks at sugar levels, while Step 2 takes into account saturated fats.
I am quite surprised that saturated fat is also part of this grading criteria, simply because the only beverage that I could think of that fits into this criteria would be milk. And milk, being a nutrient-dense food, shouldn't be included in the grading of sugar-sweetened beverages, simply because milk is considered a complete nutrition, especially for babies and young children.
The new grade will eventually be extended to freshly prepared drinks at large chains, which could include Gongcha and other popular bubble tea brands.
I personally do see there are some challenges. For example, the supplies. Many of our ingredient supplies are from overseas. Singapore being a small market, if you want to reformulate certain ingredients, our request might not be their top priority. So they probably will take a while for us to convince them, for them to put in extra effort to formulate certain ingredients for us. It might take a little bit longer.